Hi and welcome back everyone to the My Team series. This time we're gonna straight in qualifying at Australia and after that of course to the race. And as we can see, qualifying will be wet, especially qualifying 1, and as I'm not a very good driver in the rain, we put some front wing up and try to do the best we can.
Clearing up is about 10 minutes, so just keep your concentration out there. Standing by.
Coming towards the last turns, we have nobody really in front of us and no one is behind us, so we can't hold someone off. And I actually spun at that point, letting the Alfa Romeo by and doing another warm-up lap, putting the differential at 80%. At that point, I'm very kind on the throttle on the wet, so I don't really want to put that car into the wall.
10 minutes left of this rain, then we think it's going to dry up. 10 minutes. There's only one lap of fuel remaining.
and the best I could do was a 1:39.3, and that was the time
Understood.
for
Stopping this lap.
we maybe could do a better lap than that. And Jeff said some time ago that the rain will last 10 minutes. So
Okay, I think the
at
track
the
will be
soft
drying out
tires
quite
and
soon. Mind you don't burn out
started
your
to think
tyres.
about what tire I should use. And then the lap delta dropped for the soft tire. But it wasn't fast enough.
Our best lap so far is a 1:39.3. We're 22nd in the speed trap, 305.0 kilometers per hour. Checks complete. All personnel be aware, we have a car leaving.
So we went out again on intermediates because I didn't knew what tires the other drivers had used. That was qualifying session for us. I also couldn't maneuver the car in any direction.
You've got front wing damage. Recommend you box for a new one.
So I decided to instantly return to garage and end the session. And that was it for qualifying, and I saw now that the first 8 drivers did their lap time on soft, so it was definitely dry enough for those, but I hadn't thought about it. But first, the media questions.
Good day today. Let's have your take on it. The weather hasn't been ideal in qualifying. What's your take on it? Your qualifying pace didn't put you at the front of the grid. Will this be a problem tomorrow? You scraped the walls a few times. Were you struggling for grip? Appreciate your time.
Tough luck there. It's not quite where we'd want to be on the grid, but chin up, it's not the end of the world.
and we're underway. A very good start. I close up to Kvyat and Gasly very fast. I'm alongside him towards turn 1 and brake. There were a few collisions. I passed Stroll at that point. And now is trying to get the maximum out of the first lap. Stroll dive bombed us and gains free position by that. Coming very close to Ricciardo.
Nice start. Let's keep it up.
And after the first turns, we got 2 places. No, actually we got 3 places. And that's a spot I can hold, definitely. As I'm very close to the pack in front. And Kvyat is alongside us after a mistake from me, but we managed to keep him behind us. And normal procedure, at lap 3 DRS gets enabled and we're coming towards that point.
DRS.
Also, our teammate does a very good job. He is in front of us at that point. You can see him 3 places in front of us. And there's a car definitely having problems. I think that was Gasly, who retires his car. Coming towards the first DRS activation of that race for us. Trying to defend us from Kvyat. And also getting closer to that pack in front. And Raikkonen went very wide there, and we had to brake a little bit more because Ricciardo went slow. And we lost a bit of time there.
Fuel target +1.
But we kept the distance under 1 second. And also, Kvyat always wants to torpedo us, but I can hold him off. And he is over 1 second behind us. And I'm getting closer to that pack in front. So we're under 1 second, so we have DRS again. I thought I hit Ricciardo there, but I had no serious damage. But that situation showed me we can definitely pass Ricciardo. when he goes slow the next time, maybe pass him around the outside. And Raikkonen and Ricciardo are fighting each other, so maybe we can come close to that and join this fight as well. They're going 2 cars wide into that corners. Now having DRS, pulling close to those cars. Going to the right side of the track. And we're past both of them. Had to look out for Verstappen leaving the box. Switching sides and passing Verstappen here. Because he already boxed and we can come closer to our teammate, which is now the second car in front of us.
The car behind has boxed for the mediums. Car behind on the medium tyre.
Also coming very close to Stroll and Schumacher. Now those two are fighting as well. We have like the same situation as last lap.
We're gonna box this lap.
I was doing the same move again, but this time it didn't work out. And we got blocked by Schumacher. Verstappen has passed us at this point. And going into this turn, we passed our teammate here. Now getting the maximum out of the lap to not get undercut by the cars that was behind us before their stop. Also our engine is very hot.
Yellow flag.
And there was a yellow flag. There is a yellow flag in front of us. Going into the pits, followed by Perez.
Exit now. You'll be racing as you leave the pits. Exit, exit now.
And Antonio Giovinazzi is out of the session.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
And it actually didn't work out because we got passed by Russell. But we have now the better tire.
Okay, clear.
With 7 laps remaining. Now our teammate pitted, so we can pass him. But I think with that overtake we've made, we really ruined the race for him, because he will now come out behind us and behind Perez. But we're closing up to Russell, and we're definitely have the faster car in that segment of the race. Nearly could overtake Russell here. Always coming very close, pulling to the inside of the corner and going straight in. Now have a bit of front wing damage, but with 4 remaining laps it wouldn't make any kind of sense to pit again and lose those 3 positions. Also, the balance of the car is alright. We can definitely pull closer to the car in front. Though those right turns will be very slow now, which allows Perez to come closer to us again. Now pulling close to Stroll, maybe can get a dive down the inside of turn 1, and we got one. Now Kvyat is ahead of us, which means the overcut we didn't work out as well. All the cars we have passed are now in front of us, but maybe we can pass them again, even with this with the front wing damage. And you can see there again they're fighting each other, which costs them and us time. So I hope I can pass them to get a maximum out. Also, our engine is very hot.
Much longer, we're about a lap over target. Drop down to mix too soon.
We're 2 cars wide here, and behind us are also a few cars. We got passed by Stroll on the outside, and Latifi gets dive bombed. We crash into him, but no serious damage to our car.
Green flag.
And that was a thing I never have seen in the entire F1 2020 game, that the AI would dive bomb another AI so hard. But now we're P15. Coming from P21, I think that's a pretty solid result. I tried to get closer to Stroll in front of us, but I don't want it to have the engine very much, a very large amount of damage, because it was very hot over the whole race. So now we're
This is your final
getting our last lap.
race.
Now minimum mistakes, getting the car home. And yeah, I think I got the maximum out of this qualifying session. And with Lewis Hamilton setting the fastest lap of the race with a 1:24, he's also the race winner. I tried to don't get a time penalty in those last few corners, because Kvyat was under 3 seconds behind us. Coming towards the last turn and seeing the checkered flag.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
Another superb Australian Grand Prix comes to an end, and it's a thoroughly deserved victory. Anthony Davidson, what helped them deliver this result, do you think? Celebrations tonight amongst the Mercedes team, and they certainly deserve it. Let's see how the driver standings have changed. Lewis Hamilton takes over the lead of the Drivers' Championship after an excellent result. Some amazing talent out on the track today, but Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
I have to give it to Jackson. They fought so hard and had incredible pace at times, so I don't think anyone else did a better job today.
Let's move on to the constructors. Mercedes moved to the top of the table.
From our perspective, let's have yours. You gained a lot of positions during the race, didn't you? It wasn't the cleanest race today, was it? Appreciate your time.
So, setting some activities, checking our facilities, upgrading the fitness center. What was it? No, updating the analysis suite. Checking our R&D tree and seeing that the car performance is exactly as it was foretold. And with reaching level 2, we can select a new sponsor for our car. And I decided for zigzag because I think 30 laps during a race weekend is very easy to do, to get extra cash, to achieve that goal bonus every race. Doing the sponsor decals. And that was it. Thank you for your time. And see you next week in Bahrain.